Hey there, in this video I'll go over the various changes and additions to my 3D platformer. Roblox recently released their Global Winds beta, which can simulate grass blowing in the wind. I've added it to my game as well as Windshake, a community resource that I'm using to make my trees blow in the wind. These effects come at a cost of performance, so I've added a setting to disable wind effects if you'd like to do so. In the last devlog I made a swimming mechanic, but the movement wasn't great, and swimming on mobile had some issues. The swimming movement is now more responsive and you can land on platforms and move through the water better than before. A side note, while trying to improve swimming, Roblox has a property called Jump Height that can control the height of the player's jump. Setting this to 0 disables the jump button UI on mobile devices, which I forgot was a thing. Anyhow, the code all works now and it's great. The digging mechanic used to work on all surfaces, but I've made it so that the player can now only dig if they are on the grass, leafy grass, mud, or the ground materials. The player is sent out of digging if they go to an area where they shouldn't be allowed to dig, similar to New Super Lucky's Tale. When the player is using touch controls, there are various buttons that correspond to different actions. The interact button allows the player to interact with information signs and possibly some more things in the future. Previously, the interact buttons would be on the screen all the time, but I've made it so that now the buttons only appear if you can actually interact with something. Speaking of interaction, I've added information signs to the collection service. This means that I can control all the signs' behavior via one script. From this, I've made the text speed slower and controlled how text animates for dialogue. I'm now using Roblox's Animate UI module from the documentation site. It allows me to do stuff like this and make different parts of sentences colorful. The sound plays for all the characters in the string for the dialogue, not just the characters that the player sees. I'm not sure how to fix it, but it is quite an annoyance. I've also added images for the loading screen based on where the player is going. It could be improved, but I'm happy with it for now. Coins now respawn by default, and I've fixed a bug where collecting a coin counted as collecting 2 of them. I've changed the hub world a bit and added some new trees. These are the different kinds of trees, and I might add some more in the future. There are some smaller things I didn't cover here that can be found in the update log. If you'd like to check out the game for yourself, all the links are in the description. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and with that, thanks for watching.